Well, it hasn't taken us long in the IPL 2021 to get our first last ball thriller. It's come in the very first game. And Mumbai Indians, with their rather inauspicious relationship with with the season opener, seems to have continued. They've gone down to the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Virat Kohli's team have picked up their first points of this season. It was a close game. It ebbed and flowed. It had its moments. It needed Harshal Patel, who will be undisputedly man of the match now, to actually score the winning runs of the last ball to ensure his hard work of taking 5 wickets still didn't end up on the losing side. This is ESPN Cricket Info, powered by Intel. Sanjay Manjrekar, Daniel Vettori, Dale Steyn all saw that game. We're going to look back at it. Let's go to Dale Steyn first up, who was most recently part of a RCB dressing room, and this win would mean a lot for them, Dale.
Yeah, this will be amazing for them. Great start, and also the first time they've won their last 6 outings in Chennai, and the captain will know that, and other players that are regulars in the team like AB will also be fully aware that they were able to get over the line at a difficult venue for them. Although they weren't playing against Chennai, still a difficult ground for them.
AB de Villiers, 38 years young, Sanjay Manjrekar, doesn't play any international cricket. How does he do this?
Yeah, I mean, only he can do some great, this all them grades we call it. You think that's not adequate to do. Playing the first game, player who's playing all over the world or playing international cricket. And what's more, he's come to India on a pitch that wasn't easy, and to end up playing an innings like that. I mean, he got run out, fell short by a yard. Otherwise, it was a typical AB de Villiers show. That kind of a strike rate, and yet another impact innings, and the kind of shots that he plays. And these are bowlers like Trent Bolt and Bumrah. So, when you look from all corners, it's just
he's played the match-defining innings, Dan, hasn't he, de Villiers?
Yeah, we talked about how many times RCB relies on either de Villiers or Kohli, and they got a little cameo from Maxwell as well. But in the end, it was de Villiers again who showed his class, and they put him down to number 5, which is pretty low for a player of his quality. But they got the result they wanted because of his ability and his maturity to get them through. I mean, it was a wonderful innings, because apart from probably him and Maxwell, no one really looked at all fluent for RCB throughout the innings.
Yeah, what did the two of you make of that, though? Dan's made the point he would have liked that AB higher, I think, but Maxwell coming in at 4 looked good for the period that he was there, Dale, and it means AB to come in a little later. I wonder if that could be a sign of how things may pan out for RCB for the larger part of the season now that they have Maxwell. It worked today.
Yeah, I mean, it worked today, but ideally, I still want to see AB bat higher up the order. I still think he's your best batter, and you want to give him the bulk of the deliveries to face. I mean, they could have won this game potentially in the 19th over and not taken it down to the last ball had he had more balls. I think at the start of the 18th over, he had only faced 20 balls. And if that's my best player in my team and he's only facing 20 balls by the 18th over, I would like to see him face more. But he's amazing. I said it before. Every IPL that he goes to, he just seems to be getting better and better. And if this is the way that he's starting this tournament, we're in for some fireworks from AB.
All right, Sanjay, what's this thing with Mumbai Indians and the way they start? I mean, it's almost something that it's a broken record now, but is it at all surprising anymore that they just don't start well?
So I think they'll be delighted with the result, because they're obviously looking to win the title. So they have started off in a familiar fashion. Today, they almost won a game. The opening game, which doesn't happen very often. I mean, they won't fuss over it too much. And that's the thing. Tomorrow, we're going to watch CSK, where we're going to talk about the rustiness of all those players. But the thing about IPL is that it's a very long league. Shaky starts and all doesn't matter really. It's about, how you play in the business end of the IPL. So that will also help CSK to get into match fitness, and Mumbai Indians also. I mean, this is the way they start. I don't think it's going to really worry them too much, but they came close to winning the game where I thought they were maybe 10, 15 runs under par. So they'll take solace from that.
What's the biggest takeaway for
That'd be-
RCB from this? They play in Chennai. Yes, Dan.
I was going to say that'd be amazing debrief from the coach that we're basically going to win the IPL now because we got close enough. We're happy, but it's a loss is good for us because it means we're on the right track.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how the Mumbai Indians tend to roll. But as far as RCB go, Dan, biggest takeaways from them from this first win? They play another game in Chennai. Would it be that Kyle Jameson bowled well, Harshal Patel could be the answer to their death bowling, at least at this venue? Glenn Maxwell looks in good form. There are quite a few good little takeaways here.
Sorry, Raunak, you just cut out there for me.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. I'm just saying that a lot of good takeaways for
gotcha.
RCB
Yeah,
from this.
sorry,
Yeah.
I think they'll be incredible. Mentioned before about RCB not starting that well, and to get a win against the quality Mumbai side, and I think those facets that you've talked about, they'll put the Jamison question away for at least one game, his inexperience and whether he could live up to the price tag. He did that fantastically well today. The likes of Chahal didn't have his best game, so they know he'll get better and better. They want Christian in some certain areas, and then Maxwell as well. So those two big spends of the auction had a good day, and I think with RCB there's always chatter around those sorts of things, and when the emphasis is taken away from De Villiers and Kohli, that's a good thing for the team that other guys are standing up and doing well. So I think they'll be incredibly pleased because 2 points is so important because it takes so much to earn those 2 points. They'll be so grateful for them.
Yeah. Sanjay, why didn't spin have a bigger role to play today? Chahal none for 41 of his 4. Rahul Chahar none for 43 of his 4. It looks like it's Chennai in a slow surface and whatnot. A lot of other teams will be watching this too. Why didn't spin have more of an effect?
It wasn't the typical Chennai turner. And you could see, just by watching the pitch, you watch the test match and, the explosion of the surface. So that's a sort of deliberate turner. But now with CSK not playing India, not playing, try to make a good batting pitch. And this is as good as it can get. And I thought we'll have more, spinners from Chahar that turned a little bit. But it's a pitch where there has been make it a nice hard batting pitch, and that's the best you can get. So I'm not surprised that the pitch hasn't turned that much. And when you saw Chahar also not getting as much turn, because Chahal is not a big spinner of the ball, nor is Washington Sundar or Krunal Pandya, but it wasn't the ranked Chennai turner that we've seen over the years, and it doesn't surprise me at all.
Would other teams be watching this, Dale? With every game that we see now, it's so condition specific with the sort of schedule we've got. Chennai and Mumbai, followed by Ahmedabad, Delhi, followed by Bangalore, Kolkata. So a lot of teams would have watched today. What's the expectation or the takeaway after watching the first 40 overs of cricket in Chennai?
Yeah, well, all the teams, I can guarantee you, being in their bubbles, they'll organise a dinner or somewhere and have the guys all come down and watch the first game, to kind of get into the whole IPL mood and the feel of the tournament kicking off. And the guys will also sit and take notes of who they expected to do well, what they thought the pitch was going to do. Teams that are looking to play there in the next few days or the next few games, they want to quickly assess the conditions and know how they should start to train and how they're going to go about their business. So I'm pretty sure that every IPL team would have been watching this game tonight. And it was a great game to ball finish. Both teams looked slightly rusty in certain areas, but feeling like they got something out of it anyway. Mumbai, but RCB always need a good start to enter the tournament. So yeah, both teams will be happy, and every other team would have been watching.
All right. Well, there's a lot of cricket that's coming thick and fast in the IPL in the early parts of the season in Chennai. So keep an eye on it. Now, remember in our pre-show, we also had some fun with Dale, Sanjay, and Dan. They didn't do a great job of answering the questions that our fans put through to them, but they'll get better. It's the early parts of the tournament, right? Mumbai Indians will get better, so will this panel. But as far as all of you go, make sure you participate in the Intel Fastest Fan first. All you need to do is just run over to our ESPN Cricket Info Facebook page and check out the Intel Fastest Fan First contest, answer some interesting cricket trivia, and if you're lucky, stand a chance to win some exciting prizes. Right, that is a wrap. It's a big thank you to Dale Steyn, Daniel Vettori, and Sanjay Manjrekar. Dale's had a much better start to his punditry career than let's say the Mumbai Indians have had to the IPLs traditionally. So well done, Dale. Job well done to you. Dan Vettori, an all-nighter. Well done. You've not done an all-nighter since high school, I think. And Sanjay Manjrekar, thank you very much as well.
What is the time there, Dan?
Don't ask questions like that, Dave.
He doesn't know.
It's called deep. It's called deep regrets.
Stop it, Vettori. It's only Thursday. Come on. All right. I'm sure RCB winning has made this worthwhile. Dan still has a part of his heart at the Chinnaswamy. But anyway, let's leave it there. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Dale. And thank you very much, Sanjay. We'll be back with plenty more with Chennai and Delhi coming up in a day's time. It's only a few hours' time, Dan Vettori. Do join us on ESPN Cricket for T20 Timeout, powered by Intel. We'll see you then.